Good morning. Welcome to another beautiful day. How's everybody doing out there today? Miss Meg and I are doing fine. We're getting out for our walk. I had to supervise the quail this morning. They're pretty persistent little buggers. One of them had gone under the net and was in the apricot tree. Thankfully, it got itself loose because for a minute I thought I was going to have to free it. Give them food, but boy, they just want to get into everything you don't want them in. That's how those quail are, but they're so cute. Tell you, the sun feels so good. What you doing, Meg? There's a little hummer in the tree. The sun. Beautiful day. Yesterday I did some work in the garden, actually quite a bit of work. I transplanted some zucchini. I found a shaded spot behind the lemon tree because zucchini doesn't like the intensity of our sun here. I mean, it's okay right now, but later on it's going to be scorching here in the desert. So I found a spot to put the zucchini. I still have a bunch of bubblers that I need to run, but for now I'll be hand watering those spots. Transplanted a lot of plants. Got a friend I'm sharing with. Almost ready to start working on the stuff I want to grow over the summer in the grow room. I had to get the stuff out and transplanted in order to free up space to start my grow room stuff, right? What is it, Meg? Is there a bunny over there? Oh yeah, there's a bunny over there. Let's see. Right back there is the bunny. Can you see it? They blend in so good. Boy, I tell you what, they are perfectly camouflaged for the desert. It's a bunny, huh? You actually saw the bunny. It's funny, I feel like dogs have a better sense of smell than sight. Most of them anyway. But today she definitely saw it. She might have smelled it too. I'm glad my sense of smell isn't that good. I mean, I have a good sense of smell for a human, but I wouldn't want to smell like a dog does, that's for sure. Literally and figuratively. What you doing, baby? I tell you, this heat feels so good. Ricky Nikki Stanford. Good morning. You're speaking to me in riddles today. How are you doing? What part of the country do you hail from? We're in the desert of southern Nevada. Beautiful day. It's just the beginning of the summer. Spring, but it feels like summer. Hello, Reaper. Hey, Ron, good morning. Okay. Ricky, Nikki, are you related to Rumpelstiltskin? You are quite the rhymer. Thanks for joining the channel. Ron, how's the weather in Maine today? Oh, Meg's excited. We got another doggy out there getting walked. How's the weather in Maine today? Perhaps. Okay. Fair enough, Ricky. "26 degrees and light snow." Well, summer will get there eventually. seems like Fairbanks had a pretty warm before spring where we come from, and now they're saying that it might snow again there too. Occasionally it actually does snow in Alaska after Easter, but I've only seen snow here in the desert once. It is just gorgeous today though. I tell you, I am soaking up the sun. Feels so good. It's like it changed so quickly too. It went from being kind of cool to suddenly being great. It's funny how that happens. I think in Alaska the weather transitions are more gradual. How was my Sunday? It was really productive. Thanks for asking. I did a lot of work in the garden and I canned some chickpeas. So that was pretty awesome. I kind of have a spot where I put all my canning jars as we use the food that we canned. And when I get a bunch of jars, it's like, well, it's time to do some canning. So that and transplanting. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending a lot of my summer working in our yard and our grow room. Oh, thanks. Which are two things that I enjoy. Are you finding the spot yet, Meg? She's looking for it. I think later today we're going to do the gym. Mr. Painter's getting all geared up for nationals. Oh yeah, and I started another bowling towel for a friend of my husband's that he's going to be bowling doubles with at nationals. So I kind of alternate between all those things. Gardening, walking the dog, sewing, canning. It's a nice time of the year for canning because it's not hot out yet, even though it's getting warm. So I can open up the back slider and let air in the house. So it gets a little warm in the house, but it doesn't get as warm because canning can really heat it up, especially if you get both of those pressure canners going at the same time. So it's cool enough that we don't have the air running. We don't have the furnace running. So it's actually the most affordable time of the year, right? Yep, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I have some fruit left in the freezer from last summer, and I'm thinking I'm going to make some jam later this week. I love apricot jam. And I'm hoping I can get the cutting I took off of my apricot tree to root, and or for my apricot to survive the stupid borers. I tell you, it's always something here in the desert. I never thought it would be harder to garden here than in Alaska, right? It's actually easier to garden. There's less stuff trying to eat your garden for sure. Boy, she's taking me all over the place. That's okay, it's her walk. Oh, I think she found the spot. I better get that bag out. Good job, Meg. Get that bag out. What a good girl. What a good girl. Are you done? All right, let mommy clean it up. Nothing says I want to dig like using the restroom, apparently, if you're a dog. Wait for mommy. Okay, and this is convenient. We have a trash can right here. I love it when it happens that way. All right, let's resume our walk. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, Ron. It's beautiful here. It just feels amazing too. Sometimes you just need to soak up a little sun and a little heat, right? And this is one of those days. And I am blessed to enjoy it, let me tell you. Enjoying the trees. Huh. Are you going to make me go under the tree, Meg? Come on. Been seeing a lot more rabbits lately, but they haven't been getting in the yard. Our gate is right next to where I sleep in the house, the gate that goes to the backyard. And so this morning I could hear something hitting the gate. So I think they were trying to get in the yard, but they didn't succeed. So hooray! Mr. Painter did a good job with that one. There's a limit to how many critters you can be chasing off your plants, right? And out of your tree. Well, the rabbits don't climb trees, but I tell you, they are pretty clever. They can stand on something to reach something to eat it. And I still can't believe that they like to eat paddle cactus. They are definitely survivors. All right, we can go check this tree out. What is it, huh? She's so funny how she digs stuff where she smells. Oh, better leave a mark. Let them know you're there. That's what we're doing. You're gonna dig now? Okay. I think she just really likes digging. Sometimes she does that in our bed at night. And I guess I did a good job sewing that, kind of like a quilt that I made. It's actually long strips of fabric with a backing. It's pretty. But apparently I did a good job making that because she hasn't put a hole in it yet, which is amazing. You know, Ron, there are snakes here, but I'm happy to say I haven't come across any. I have seen some posts on the neighborhood app of people more, I don't know, further away from us that have found them in their garages. But like, for example, I've been walking through this wash for years now, and I haven't encountered any snakes. Thankful for that. I mean, you always want to pay attention, right? I don't think they really like people that much. About the only dangerous thing I've seen in our yard is black widows. Last year, my husband had to kill a couple of those. There was 2 of them. I know people that have had scorpions, but thankfully we don't have those in our yard. But yeah, there are snakes here in the desert, just thankfully not at my house or where I'm walking at. I think that if you were to go out of town, like some of the places that we've explored, you'd probably have to be a lot more careful. Especially April and October are the worst months, I've read anyway. I have no experience to justify that opinion, but that's what I've read. April and October are the worst months for snakes. Kind of makes me think they hibernate a lot, right? Like I knew somebody that had one of those big desert tortoises living in their yard, and they actually spent a lot of the year hibernating, and then they would come out. And if you have a garden, you don't want one of those tortoises. Apparently those things really rip their yard up. They must have rescued them when they were little, found them in a road or something. Oh, that was a lizard, huh, Meg? Found them in a road or something. And as they got bigger, they had a male and a female. As they got bigger, they were pretty hard on their yard. I think they gave the female away because it was too hard having 2 of them. But that thing would actually come to their screen door and smack on it with their foot or their flipper, whatever you want to call it. It's not really a flipper. They're not water turtles. But they'd smack on it, and then the lady would put out like fruit and lettuces, whatever she had, scraps to feed it. But it would let her know it was hungry. So that was pretty cool. Let's go over here, baby. Come on. All right, come on. Come on. Got another walker out there. No, not for you. Oh, just listening to the sound of the birds. Look at how green the trees are getting. It's just beautiful. Want to walk on the grass for a little bit? Okay, let's do that. Let's enjoy the grass. We definitely don't have grass in our yard. It costs too much to water that. We got the park manager out mowing it. He does a good job. This park is always nice and clean. Kids playing over there. Gorgeous day. So I think we're going to go to the gym today. We got to do some shopping. I need to put my plants out at least for a little bit, but I have to make sure the quail aren't around. Although I can cover them with some net material, like more of a solid, like white. It's not really a net, it's kind of a barrier. I don't know, there's different kinds. Water them good so if it gets hot, they don't get dried out, right? It's definitely time to start hardening that stuff off and slowly get it in the ground. Like squash, I mean, the zucchini is a little more tolerant of some cooler weather, but like the squash, like spaghetti squash and honey nut squash, melons, they don't really like to get cold. So you kind of have to wait till it's at least, a certain temperature before you have those out. I've had it get cold all of a sudden after transplanting and lost all my squash before. I mean, not even a freeze, right? But just dip it down 45. They don't like to be that temperature. Lots of fresh grass, Meg. Yeah, it is quiet over here today. It is nice. Enjoy the peace of nature. And Meg is enjoying all the smells. Some birds. Little birds all over the place. Hello. Beautiful day. So this is how you know for sure it's sky art. Planes fly more horizontal in the air, right? They don't go just straight up and down on purpose. So somebody was having some fun making that trail. Thankfully there's not too many of those out here because it's kind of nice to have some sun, right? You get too much of that streaks going through the sky. Next thing you know, it's really cloudy, and it's cloudy. That's about it. Anyway, we never really seem to get any rain from that effort, but maybe it makes it to the mountains in Colorado, or worse, goes to California. Maybe that's where some of that flooding comes from. Who knows? Atmospheric rivers. I'll have to pay attention next time there's an atmospheric river. Did we have a lot of sky art beforehand? Girl knows nothing. Just a beautiful day. The smell of fresh cut grass. Oh, hey, thanks, Ron. I'm glad you like the quail shorts. Those are the cutest birds, I tell ya. They're kind of little troublemakers, but they have such a personality, and they remind me of our pet chickens that we had in Alaska, and we're not allowed to have chickens where we are, so that's my fix, those little birds. And the best part is when they bring their babies to the yard. I tell you, that's pretty awesome. They're fun. mountains out there. Hello. And it's a beautiful day. Speaking of which, I hope everybody has a nice day today. Ron, thanks for... Oh yeah, I love waking up to the sound of birds. Nope, stay away from the lawnmower, Mick. I love waking up to the sound of birds. Little sunshine, sunrise, birds. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate the chit chat. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.